Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and we've got an Auto World one today. These are all going to be, I guess, special edition hobby exclusive vehicles that we're going to open up. We're going to open up, of course, 10 of them. Most of these are going to be, I guess, in pairs, so this is actually version B. These came out in 2017. It is a hobby exclusive deluxe series, and this is the 1966 Chevy Camino version B. These are limited to 1,248, so pretty limited. We're going to go ahead and open up this one. As you guys know, pretty much Auto World is like my favorite brand to collect. It is the one brand that I am trying to complete a series and be current with. Still a bit of a struggle. I've got a lot of difficult ones off the list. It's going to be tough to complete though, because it can get quite expensive if you're not patient. And I'm pretty patient, so we'll see. Alright, so this thing is pretty slick. It is just a deluxe model. It only has a plastic base. It's got plastic tires, but it still has all of the great detail that you would expect from Auto World. It does not have any opening features, so no opening hood, which is fine. But it's got a great amount of detail. It's got a good amount of weight to it as well. They are actually very close to premium cars in quality. Really, the difference is obviously the base is plastic and the tires are plastic, and the wheels, like the rims or whatever, are not like distinct to each vehicle. They only have two different wheel types that they put on these cars. So here is version B of this El Camino, and that is number 1 for 10 Car Tuesday. We'll go ahead and pull out the other one. This next one is in black. Here it is here, 1966 Chevy Camino. Go ahead and open it up. And there it is in black. Auto World does black very well. These vehicles look great in black, and this is no exception. So very cool. As I mentioned previous, a lot of detail in these deluxe models. You've got trim around the bed there. Right, that has it on the blue one too. The paint is fantastic. It's a very good looking little El Camino. So, as far as I think. So I like the deluxe models. Some people rag on them because they don't have the metal base, they don't have the rubber tires, but these were inexpensive, especially when they were available at Walmart. These were like $3 a car, like $2.97 a car. So that is pretty inexpensive. I don't mind them putting on a line like this, and not necessarily that it's necessary, but to have a cheaper line. But I would like to see these castings be adopted over into the premium line somehow. I think they'd have to be retooled to do it. But there you go. There you have it, El Camino. And then the next one is also a deluxe model, and we'll just start with the black one. So this is version B. Again, this is 2017. These are limited to 1,248. This is your 1984 Ford Mustang SVO. These are also claimed to be still true 1/64 scale, so they should be still scale accurate. And here is this Mustang in black. Looks pretty good. Get some pretty good detail in the front there, including a little Ford oval. Again, the rims are, this is the other type of rim that you would see on a deluxe model. Good amount of detail in the back, taillights, SVO, Ford logo. Pretty good looking little car. So that's car number 3 of 10 Car Tuesday. And then car number 4 is it in silver. And this is, again, limited to 1248. It's a hobby exclusive. These are all hobby exclusive. So hobby exclusive meaning not the same as Miho exclusive. Miho exclusive is a specific hobby dealer. These are not specific to M&J Toys. These are available to any hobby dealer. They're just not sold in big box retail stores. So here it is in silver. And these are actually pretty limited little cars. These particular ones are. So silver and black. So silver, you can catch a little bit more of the detail. I think it does look pretty good. So I'm just going to adjust my camera just a little bit here. It's kind of shaking. Yeah. This one's not a very good roller. It's got a jammed wheel here. I'm not sure what's causing that. I was just rubbing on the fender a little bit. I think there's a little bit of flashing on the inside that I can't see. But there you go. There is your Mustang. Pretty sweet little car. All right, so that is car number 3 and 4. The rest of these are going to be premium models. Sticking with Mustangs. And again, we get another black one. This is the Ford Mustang GT. These are limited to 1248. Special edition. Ford Mustang GT. Let's go ahead and open it up. In black. And there that is. That looks pretty nice. So it's a pretty cool, just basically Black Bandit style car. It is black rims, black paint job. This is with the updated headlights that look a lot better than how they originally were. Very good amount of detail in this premium piece. Horsepower. So, pretty awesome. These have an opening hood. We'll see if I can... Oh yeah, that was easy. So there's your engine detail. See if we maybe can zoom in just a little bit on that. Pretty good amount of detail there. Shut's nice. Looks good. Rims look good. And that's a nice looking Mustang. It's one of the very, very few modern cars that Auto World does is this Mustang. And that is it in black. And then we'll look at it in the version B color, or version B in this gunmetal silver. Here's a look at the little Carter thingy. Again, limited to 1248. Open it. And there it is. So, same amount of detail. Same license plate, horsepower. Cool thing is these are actual state license plates. I don't know what state that is, but you'll find that on pretty much all Auto World cards. They'll have like real license plates. That's a nice little touch. So, GT. Again, metal base, metal body. It's got the rubber tires. And it looks quite good in this color. I actually think I like it in this color better than black. I do like black Auto World cars, definitely. But let me know what color you guys think looks better. You like that gunmetal gray? Kind of. Is it gunmetal? I don't know. It's charcoal. Maybe a charcoal gray. But it looks really good. So there is car number 5 and car number 6 on this 10 car Tuesday. The last ones are all going to be the same tooling, and it's kind of interesting that they did this. So this is 2017. This is the 1967 Chevy Chevelle SS. This is limited to 1,800 pieces. This was 2017, right? Yeah, 2017. So this is in a blue. I'm going to open this one up and just set it here, and then I'll open up the other one. So there it is in this pretty good looking blue color. It's got some like metal flake in it. It's like a blue poly. guess we'll spin it around real quick. It's an Indiana plate. L78SS. Lots of detail in this casting. This casting's been used a lot. It definitely has. More than any of the ones here that we're looking at. And that's why I've got 4 of them basically to open up. So this is the other color of this. This is version B. And it is released in a stark white with red line wheels. Looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice indeed. So in 2017, they released a lot of cars. They had, in particular, too, they released a lot of hobby exclusive cars. They did a few rounds of them in 2017. And then this year, 2018, they didn't do it as much. They did a couple of hobby exclusives, a couple of Mios, a couple of hobby exclusives. Here's a quick look at the motor on this car. I like it in white. Auto World does a great job of doing white cars as well. They generally look really good and clean, and white is a tough color to get to look really, really great. You want to get it to be like this stark white, but you can't paint it too thick or you lose body lines and stuff. But I think they do a good job of it, and this is definitely done well on this Chevelle. So let's see here. So this Chevelle, and then the next one, so they did it again. They released it in 2018 as a hobby exclusive. In addition to that, it also showed up in 2018 premium release 2 in addition, and then I think it was also in a 2017 release as well. And I'm trying to confirm that. Yeah, actually it was. I think it was in, well, I can't remember off the top of my head, but either way, this car's been released a lot over the last 2 years. Now, the interesting thing is this year for hobby exclusive cars, and they only did a couple of them. They did like this Chevy Chevelle for the straight hobby exclusives, and then they also did a Mustang Mach 1, which I'm not showing you in this video. That's going to be in some other video. But this year, they only released them in one color. There's not a version A or B. It's just an A and then the Chase version. So here's just a quick one more look at these two, and then we'll switch gears here to this one. And I get it. I mean, they're slightly different years. This one is a 1966. What was the other one? The other one was 67. So this is a 1966 Chevy Chevelle in artesian turquoise poly. So they changed up the packaging a little bit to provide you with a little bit of detail, which is cool. That is neat. And then these are limited to 2016 pieces. And we're going to go ahead and open it up. The cool thing about it being not a version A or version B, it does make the Ultra Reds a little bit more rare, because they're normally with an A and B release, you have the same car for both the A and the B release. Just one could be on version A card, one could be on version B. For the hobby exclusives, they changed it up a little bit. Some of them had their own version A Ultra Red and their own version B Ultra Red. It gets a little confusing in 2017. Auto World has a couple of years where they get a little confusing. It's not exactly the most accessible brand to collect. But here is it in this beautiful color. The interior is the same color too. So just to take a look at a couple of differences between the 66 and 67 model. Most notably is probably the front. The grille is a little different. So they're the same tooling, but they change out like the bumpers and stuff. So the bumper has a different shape on this one. It just looks a little different. And then the back is slightly different as well. But in general, it is the same tooling. If you look at these really in detail, you'll probably see a few more differences, but I believe the silhouette or the side of the car is identical. It's just really the front and the back that they kind of changed up to make it accurate to the model year. This one's got like a little wonky wheel here. Fix that. But both beautiful cars. They look really good. And then, so there's that one. And then we have the Chase. So the Chases for 2018, as you know, starting in release 2 for 2018, they started doing some goofy stuff. They started putting red tires on their cars. And I have the Chase of this one. There's that red tire. Okay, so this is number 10 car for our 10 car Tuesday. So this would be 3% of the production line. So there's 2016 of these made. So you can go ahead and do the math on that one. What is 3% of 2016? Should be able to figure that out in my head, but I'm not going to do it right now just because. Here we go. So this is pretty cool. So aside from the red wheels, I've vocalized this on several videos, and I know some people disagree. I know a lot of auto road collectors, though, do agree, certainly, that these red tires aren't very cool. And the newest Chases right now have white tires, which is all the same. It's really not as cool. I collect auto road because of the realism of them, and the real reason why I liked ultra reds to begin with, it was because it was just like another color variation of the car. You know, the red tires, though, not a huge fan. The one cool thing about it is you will know that that you found a Chase when you see these different colored tires. So it makes this brand, for people who are Chase collectors, it's a little bit more accessible to them because they don't have to guess if it's a Chase. But that kind of stinks for the diehard fans that like to hunt these because no one else really knew how to find a Chase, or there was ones that looked really, really close to the ultra red color, and it tricked people into thinking it was a Chase when it wasn't, and all that cool stuff. So they started by doing like white bases and stuff like that to kind of hint you that, hey, this is a Chase. And then eventually they did like something not so subtle like this, which is the red tires. So I was fine with I like that they are switching it up. I will say that much, but I really just hope they get away from the red tires. Go back to the white accents on the side, or some accented different tampo than the original car had. That, I think, would be really cool. That was a cool little subtle thing. They were red cars, but then they had white trim somewhere, or somewhere on else was white. This one has a white interior, which is different than that turquoise interior. So I get why they're changing it up. They're changing it up mostly because they don't have a huge tooling catalog, and they have to change it up to kind of make the cars actually differentiate themselves from this, other releases. But all right, so either way, that is your 10th car for 10 Car Tuesday. I'm still happy to have this sweet ultra red. I think it's pretty awesome. So now I get to go load my display case with these cars, and that's gonna be it for this episode. And have a great day.